welcome everyone to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe IA Stadium ready to have a good time. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Freeman. Makes the grab down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll go to the counter. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's got the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Flips it out in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Good right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Smashes through. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the the defense jump, they also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Handoff from the gun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. A fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pocket starts to collapse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. The give out of the gun. And he could not get loose on the run.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Looking to scramble. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest.
Continues to fight for yards. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Give to the back. Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down.
Let's go.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the returner goes down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling it. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the defense doing work. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
You just go over to the offense, like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, MTSU. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. From the gun to give, looking for room.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work, looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Back to throw, it's Freeman. This time he's got his man.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
Got it in the middle, it's Madden. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatile.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Got the quick pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Lamb. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He dances away from one. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fires the pass in. intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the returner will be dragged down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Moves up to the 34-yard line, giving him a 10-yard pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Let's go. Here we go, set.
Nice move there. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a man, it's Freeman. Oh, batted into the air and picked off. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
3:25.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Running through contact. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Coming after it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Got it.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
Lasso. Lasso.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They're trying to get to it. He's going to run it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. It's complete. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Makes his connection. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Offense gets set for second down. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Trying play action. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker on first down from the 13-yard line. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He leaves it with his back. At the 35, he's open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They'll ride the hot hand. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Ready up.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Check, check.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now.
Lasso.
Looking for a gap. It's Lamb. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds a spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling up.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. 2nd down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. They'll run the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, MTSU. A great catch and run for 6. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.